All right, welcome on back. We have some racing to do here with the BPG, and it's not Red River, it's REDRIVER. I did read it as Red River first, but corrected myself. So, the BPG will be running this game for you. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello everybody. I'm the BPG13, also known as Viper to my regular viewers. You may have seen me run several racing games on a lot of different marathons because I think my face is about everywhere by now. But welcome to ReDriver 2 or Red River 2, however you want to call it. This is basically a PC port that was made by the driver community using some clever reverse engineering. So the category in question that I'm going to show off today is all secret cars or bonus cars, call it whichever you like. And long story short, it involves the take a ride bit. So this is actually a miscellaneous speedrun. And it's a bit interesting because there's a lot, it brings the police more into this than the regular speedruns, so to speak. So a couple of ground rules before we start. So you must find all of the secret cars or bonus cars in each of the cities. So Chicago, Havana, Vegas, and Rio. You have to get into each car before you can move on to the next one. And timing actually starts when you get into the car. So as in when I click go on this screen here, and it stops when I get into the final car. So I'll give you guys a bit of a heads up as to when time is coming up. I'll explain a bit more about the game and stuff as we go through the run. So without further ado, if we're ready on the timer, I'll give you guys a countdown. All right, I'll give you a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so first of the 4 cities, Chicago. Now, Chicago's secret car is at the very top of the map, so it means a long drive north. Now, as I mentioned before, just then, is that police are going to play a big part in this run. More or less, well, I say a big part. They can or they can't. It really depends. It's quite varied. So there's no rules on how many cars you can get in and out of. So for those that don't know about how the felony system in this game works, if you get into a car if you get into a car off the street, or that is parked on the side of the street, that will be clean, essentially no felony, anything like that. Yeah, you'll be able to reset your felony and be able to sneak past the police. So at the moment you can see we've got this cop on us here, and we've only got a little bit of felony, which is ideally where we want to keep it, if we can, without hitting any buses or anything like that. So in terms of like the main RNG, it is down to police, but also you've got traffic and stuff like that. We're actually going to try and use the traffic to get rid of the police ourselves. Now there are specific ways to get to the bonus cars. Now you can get there by any means necessary. It's completely up to you as to how you get to said cars. For me personally, I always take the same routes. The actual ending not the ending, but the actual way of getting to some of these cars can be quite interesting. So for example, in this first one, we actually need to find a baseball stadium, which is located at the top of the map. Once you get to the baseball stadium, you then need to go to a ticket stand and press an action button, or triangle in most cases. And then that unlocks a gate out front. We then have to get out on foot, because this was one of those games, so you have to get out on foot, and we have to run to the bonus car. So there's a fun little fact about this first bonus car. So each of the cars, I'll kind of explain. So the first bonus car that is in Chicago is a Buick GSX, I want to say. This is actually, this bonus car that we're going for here, there's a few things that I should know about it. First thing, the car engine sound is actually the same one that is going to be heard in Havana in one of their cars. It's the only car in Chicago that has this same engine noise, or engine sound. That's the first thing. Second thing is, the car itself is actually a beta car. So with Driver 2, it obviously went through, like most games, it went through the development gauntlet, beta, alpha stages, and so on. But the car we actually unlock here is a beta car. Hopefully this cop can get up from behind. I will have to, like, crash into stuff to get rid of him. Hopefully I can. I can do that. With a bit of luck. Might be able to get rid of him. Maybe. We actually have one here as well. And luckily, that guy that's he's on the freeway there, so I can actually lose him pretty easy. There we go. So I'm actually going to take this opportunity to swap cars here. Simply because the fact, like, this is the other thing, like, this is why the estimate is like it is for this category, because you really don't know what you're going to be getting in terms of police spawns. So it literally is like the entire way through. So you see there we used that, like, booth sort of thing to unlock this gate around here. So, the first one that is here, there's actually, like, a few ways of getting into the car. So, well, there's two ways, actually. So, here's the first way. So you've got to run up the side of this baseball stadium here. You can see everyone's cheering Tanner, like going, "Go, John Tanner!" No, not really, but they're cheering, apparently. So they're obviously cheering, as they do. But you can actually use a glitch to get through the gates. Now, I've not really mastered this glitch, personally. But basically, long story short, is if you do a handbrake turn and get out of the car at the right moment, you can get your car to clip about halfway through. Then all you need to do, really, is you just need to make sure that when it comes to getting in the car, that you're halfway through the gate, if that makes sense, because then otherwise the car will pop out the other side. So this is Havana. As you see, we've already got the car. That was the secret car that was in Chicago. So Havana's is actually a tribute to good old British engineering, shall we say. Because this car, it closely represents a 1960s Austin Mini Cooper, as you'll see. So to get to the Havana one, it's actually a bit more tricky. So we have this twisting road here that we've got to go down. A few things that people may be mentioning or wondering at the moment. So first and foremost, how did REDRIVER 2 or REDRIVER 2, how did it come about? Long story short, I think like a lot of people wondered why there wasn't a PC port of Driver 2. The Driver 1 got a PC port back in 1999, and Driver 2 released the following year, but never got a PC port of any kind. Essentially, what you're looking at here is a reverse-engineered PC port. So the game has never officially released on PC, but thanks to the efforts of someone in the Driver Madness Discord, Driver community by the name of Soapy, he was able to reverse engineer this game, and yeah, there you go. We might get a cop at the end here. I'm presuming we are. Yes, there it is. Might get lucky here. Don't know. Maybe. I think we'll get lucky here. We get lucky? We get lucky? Yes, we are. And we lost the cop. So it's fine that once you've lost the cops, you won't have to worry about getting another one. Not around here, anyway. So this is the next area that we've got to unlock. So everything's a secret area that you unlock. There is actually a few secret areas that you can unlock in Rio. You can also unlock cheats as well via the Take a Ride menu. So you may notice as well that there's a bit of a hole in the roof down here. So you're going to see what happens. So if we hold triangle up over this jump, we can actually get in the car. And there is the Mini. Blink and you miss it. And with that, we're on to Vegas. Now the whole point is to get in the cars as fast as possible and move on to the next one. So, a few other things to mention. Yeah, this is a community-based project led by somebody in the driver community called Soapy, who, along with a lot of other driver members, was able to use reverse engineering to make this game. And because he reverse engineered it, along with the guys that helped, it basically meant that the game, as you can see, has no lag issues, no frame rate problems, nothing. And the game is able to run in up to 1080p. I'm guessing you could probably stretch the image more, but I think it will look horrible. But I'm not 100% sure. Also, Las Vegas' finest. Apparently, it's fine. So this one involves mainly a long drive, so it gives me a bit more of a chance to explain. So you'll also hear as well, on the music side of things, that we've got the Driver 1 music. So thanks to the way that this game has been reverse engineered and how it has also been crafted, this allowed the game and has allowed the game to be a lot more different to other driver games. So you're actually able in this version, unlike the original PS1 version and stuff like that, you're able to change the music that you hear in the game. So, for example, the music that you can hear normally, not the music you can hear right now, but the music that you can hear normally is Driver 2's music, and it has the music is all kept within a bin file. So, because it's kept in a bin file, you're able to sort, you can basically make things a bit easier. What's up? Can I get rid of this cop pretty quick? There we go. I'm not actually going to risk this. We're going to run for it. We might get a cop, so I can just run. So Tanner's going to run. Nice and easy. Yeah, so you're able to replace the music with Driver 1 soundtrack if you so desired. Also, the truck that we've just got into. Fun little fact. So, fun little fact about that bonus car that we just got in. I didn't really mention that at all, but Vegas' bonus car is actually a model that was used in Driver 1. More specifically, the PS1 version of the game. So in Driver 1, there is a mission called In the Pickup, I believe. The point of the mission is you drive a pickup truck, and it is packed with explosive in the back. So it's got like it's got a crate of explosive in the back, and it says don't go too fast around corners, you'll damage the crate and it'll blow the truck up. And if you have a head-on collision with another car, then unfortunately you go boom. So the actual truck that you see in Driver 2, the bonus car that is in Vegas, is actually a Driver 1 car, which is quite neat, which is very, very cool. The secret car in Rio, in my opinion, is the worst of the lot. Not just to get to, because the police RNG is quite bad usually for this one. But not only that, it is a bit rubbish, the bonus car for this one. So the bonus car for this is actually a truck, like a big, I don't know how big of a truck, but it's quite a big truck. So if they're truck lovers, then I'm sure they'll probably like this. But yeah. And just another thing to mention as well is because of this game being, second time we've done that now, because of the fact that this game has been reverse engineered and the way it's been handled, like I said, the Driver 1 soundtrack replacing the Driver 2 soundtrack is a nice little feature. Like I said, you can play the game in 1080 in-game, which is really, really cool. So all the graphics have been upscaled as best as they can to be 1080. And not only that, thanks to the community and several members of the community, they have now started to modify the game. So you know how, like in Grand Theft Auto games, for example, you can get like community mods, things like that. Well, they'll shut them down, but that's a different matter altogether. But you know how like GTA has mods and things like that. You know, like they basically change like the whole aspect of the game. Some of them, like they bring out a whole new mission pack, or you know, like there's a zombie mod I think for GTA Vice City, things like that. Well, someone has made something for this game called the Alternative Mission Pack mod, to kind of give it a proper title. And what this mission pack does is it makes all of the missions a bit more challenging. So, for example, the first mission in the game is called Surveillance Tip-Off. With this mod, you also have police chasing you in this mission. Normally, you'd never have police. Like, the chase missions become way more difficult. Not only that, the vehicle sounds are updated as well. So a lot of the vehicle sounds are completely different. I'm pretty sure they're ripped from other games, but they make it sound a lot better. And also the car models have been updated. So, for example, this car here, this one that we're driving, doesn't have a specific name in game, but it is actually like based off a 1980s Mercedes, apparently. So I've been told, anyway. Also, for the sake of being safe in a marathon here, I'm actually going to nick this guy's car. because at least I don't have to worry about the cops. There we go. Also, time is coming up pretty soon. I'll let you know when it is. Where's the truck? There's the truck. And... oops. Time. That's it. Yeah, so that's the run basically there. There's no like official like congratulations you won or anything like that like there would be in the actual game. But allow me to just quickly explain a bit more about that mission pack mod. Just once I've got a few seconds, is that the mission pack, the alternative mission mod that you can get for this. It's quite easy to install, to be honest. If you do want to find out a bit more of how to install this game and how it works and everything, it is free to download. You can find it on the Driver Madness Discord and things like that. There's a fair few places you can get all this game, and it is free. The only thing they don't provide is the game because you have to provide that yourself, which I think is a nice touch. And you know, it saves the whole, you know, copyright and things like that in that regard. But the mission map pack, so to speak, alternative mission mod, whatever it is actually quite good because of the fact it adds a bit more challenge if you didn't think this game was challenging as it is, which, let's be honest, I think it is for a lot of people. But not only that, like I said, you've got different car models, different car sounds. You've also got some beta missions, which are also added in. Some missions that people probably didn't even know about. So, yeah, there's that as well, which is really, really cool. Think of it as playing the game how the developers originally intended to play it, or how they originally wanted you to play it. But yeah, that's the mission map pack. Like I said, if you want to give this game a try and this run a try, feel free to do so. It is quite easy in my opinion. There's no, like I said, we don't have any rules on what cars you have to choose, how many cars you get in and out of, or anything like that. The main rules are just, like I said, you have to go through all 4 cars, and timing ends when you get to the end there. That's pretty much the run. I just want to quickly say big thanks to For Love of Gaming for having me. It's been great to have me on again, and hopefully I could explain this game in a bit more detail and also show something which this category has never been shown off at a marathon before, so that you guys will be the first to see it in a marathon. But yeah, big thanks for the Love of Gaming marathon for having me, and yeah, I'll hand it back to the hosts. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for that run and for being the first to do it here. And you'll be back right on Sunday, I think.
Yep, I will. With Destruction Derby 2 for the PlayStation 1. And my god, you guys are in for a shock when you see that one. Believe me.
Can't wait to see that one. But thank you for this one.
Thank you very much.